So, you want to generate more high quality leads online as a life coach? This just might help you.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the marketing shaman, and I help life coaches and healers have their first 10K paydays for their life coaching business. And in today's video, we're actually going to be continuing on with this course that I shot in one of my communities recently here, talking about what the top 1% of life coaches know about generating leads online that you probably don't know. And in today's video, in part 2, what we're going to be covering is we're going to be covering what we call your home base. Specifically, right, when it comes to generating leads online, everything, specifically when you're generating leads for free online organically, everything is going to go toward this thing and through this thing that we're going to talk about today. So all eyeballs are going to see this, and then once they see this, they're going to then go turn their head and start walking towards you and being generated as a lead for you. And you'll see what I'm talking about here specifically in this video. If you don't have this online, right, you're going to have a lot of trouble generating leads online. What we're going to be going over today is we're going to be specifically going over today, right, how you can build this home base to generate more leads for your life coaching business every single day. Like, that's the goal here. So what I mean by a lead is a person or a prospect or, someone who is showing interest in needing to get help with a problem that you can provide them with your solution. So you have an offer, right? Or you have a solution, right? Or you help somebody, you help people who have specific problems, right? Reach goals, reach targets. And what a lead is a lead is someone who is going to find you online, find your website, find your, lead magnet, find your sales funnel. And they are going to come and in some sort of way through behavior, whether it might be a friend request, whether it might be an opt-in to a page, whether it might be they watch a video or they comment on something, whatever it might be, they are going to show you or give you a reason to believe that they are walking forward toward you so that they can start getting more of your help. And then this is an indication to you that you should reach out to them, connect with them, communicate with them, identify what their problems are, and see if your solution or how you help people can help them with their problems and which way they would pay you money to start getting that help. So ultimately, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about lead generation. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about generating leads. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about finding prospects, finding people who are looking for your help. So ultimately, these are going to turn into the clients that are going to pay you later on. So ultimately, I always like to start out these, presentations with I'm a life coach or healer. That's a big, big statement. And, I think that, there's a lot of, there's been a huge spike in life coaches over the past few years. And it makes sense. There's a lot of people, a lot of fear right now in the world and a lot of, problems in the world that life coaches and healers, have the abilities, the superpowers, and the solutions to come in and help solve. So maybe you're here, maybe you're in this group, maybe you're watching this presentation because you recently, became a life coach or healer. And you recently started your business, but you don't really know how to go out there and start making money, or at least go out there and make the money that you want to make so that you can, get rid of your 9 to 5. You can spend more time with your family, or you can start living the life that you want to live. You haven't reached that core desire that you really want to reach in your life yet. Maybe you just got certified. We work with a lot of people who just got certified, and like many schools out there, they teach you a lot of theory. They teach you a lot of, they give you a lot of information. But they don't really show you how to make money, and they don't show you how to build a business, and they don't show you how to consistently go out there and sign up new clients every single day or every single week, to build not only a thriving, successful business as a life coach, but how to go out there and create more and more impact through working through the proper business models that we talk about here in this group with profitable presentations, so that you can actually work less, but make more impact, make more money, and usually have a lot more fun on the way to reaching your first or your next 100K. All right. Maybe you're here because you've been a life coach or healer for a while. This is a big one too. We've had a few people join, some of our programs recently where they've been kind of a life coach for a while, and they were doing, they had a solution or they solved a problem, but then the world shifted or the world changed, And they didn't understand how their solution might be able to pivot with the change in the world, with the change in what's happening in the world. So they came in to kind of pivot and really come up, I don't want to say come up with the times, but to start using this life coach launch system, or start using what we talk about here in these trainings, as a way to start pivoting their business and start making not just their first 100K, but their next 100K, so that they can consistently be growing their business and keeping their business where they need to keep it, so that they, as a life coach, can live the life that they want to live. So maybe you're here because you're looking to pivot. Maybe you're here because maybe you're here because your life coaching business isn't going as well as it did last year or the year before, or, maybe the pandemic has really like knocked you down. We've heard a lot of life coaches that have run into that problem. Maybe you're here because of that. And you're looking to go out there and be able to find more leads. So here's our goal. Here's what we're going to go over today. We want to create a home base. All right. So we talk about your dream awaits. What I really mean by that is, in regards to, your home base. This is your heartbeat. And, your dream awaits because everything's going to feed in and out of this home base, right? Your lead, you're going to find your leads through this home base, while also you're going to be driving people to this home base every single day. And we're going to talk about that throughout the week. However, what we want to make sure that we're doing here is that we are creating a home base online that people can find, where people know who it is that we are, how it is that we can help them, and where they can go to start getting our help with that thing. Right. So that's really what we're going to go over today. So again, here's the six-figure journey map that we go through over at Life Coach Launch. This is what everybody inside Life Coach Launch and all of me and Tiffany's programs work on in regards to growing their business to their first or their next 100K. And as you all can see, we have the welcome gate down there. We go up into Identification Island, where we talk about, identifying who it is that you're working with. We talk about, picking your perfect profitable niche. We get into creating your messaging. There's 3 specific messages that we want to create. We build your offer using the Life Coach Launch offer formula. And then after we go up there, we start going into, talking about it, positioning ourselves, but also going out there and generating leads for our profitable presentations that we are planning to run as life coaches and healers. And, what we're really kind of digging deep into, I guess, when you look at this map, is when you look up there at the top, up there where it says presentation pavilions, right above that, it's going to say the super online organic prospecting system, where we've actually changed it recently to the super online organic marketing system. And what this is it's a system that shows you how to generate leads, how to get eyeballs on you online every day, using very, very simple strategies. We're going to go over, right, that, kind of at a high level here in a second. And then we're going to dive deep into what the heartbeat of, this entire system is. This is what, what we're talking about today is what makes this run. Now, why this is there on that specific part of the map is because, again, we are using this super online organic marketing system to get more and more eyeballs on us each and every week as we are running our profitable presentations, and we are demonstrating to people how we can help them by actually helping them. So each and every week, we might get an extra 100, 150 eyeballs. Those could turn into 5, 8, 10 more people that, register to want to come to our profitable presentation. We then build that mountain of people who are looking for our help. And every single week, we sign up multiple people looking to get that help, at those presentations. So the super online organic marketing system is a huge, is a very, very important part to not only helping the life coach, launch system, support the life coach launch system, but it's a very important part to growing quickly and, reaching your first or your next 100K within the life coach launch system really, really quickly. So, we want to make sure that, that you really, once you get past Identification Island, you get past fear, you get past self-doubt, and you start, start really demonstrating. We want to help you get as many eyeballs, on you as possible. And this specific system and part of what we're going to be going over today is a big way to help you do that. All right. So who am I? We went over this yesterday a little bit, but a lot of y'all know this picture here, or you've seen Life Coach Launch, which is, what I founded and what we help, who we help, what we do every single day to help life coaches make their first or their next 100K. You just saw that system with Life Coach Launch, which, our map in regards to what we're doing every day to help those coaches. You might've seen me, hang out with some celebrities, personal development icons, Hall of Famers. We live in Texas. So, we actually used to live on the same floor with Pudge there, the old catcher. He's in the Hall of Fame, the old catcher of the Texas Rangers. Too bad the Texas Rangers aren't too good anymore. Sorry. Maybe maybe you saw my podcast. We come out every single week with a podcast on Life Coach Launch, helping life coaches and healers make their first or their next 100K. Maybe you found this group or found me or whatever it might be because of that podcast. Maybe you've seen me on stage. I've been on stage multiple times all over the country, helping coaches, helping people make money online. I've hung out with sharks, and people, on those, while we've spoken on stage, but I've also had the chance to mastermind, to be around people, who've been in Shark Tank and very big business tycoons. Me and Tiffany, that's my wife. You saw her here yesterday, and she's also a part of this community. She'll be doing some training in here with y'all next week. And she, me and her have been on, multiple press outlets, in regards to TV, podcast, TV podcast. We've spoken at events. We've, done all of that. So maybe you found us through one of those outlets. But the truth of the matter is you might have found us through one of those, but when it comes to becoming a six-figure coach, none of, this might have been what you see us do on a day-to-day basis, but it doesn't mean that being a six-figure coach and the energy of that six-figure coach changes. You can see here that me and Tiffany, we travel, we have fun. We love, being in adventures. We both love being out in the middle of nowhere. That's us in a tiny house out in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Some of y'all might know that we're about to have a baby. Baby Chadwick's on is going to be due here in the next few months. And there's a picture of them there and us, right when we had found out and made an announcement last Christmas. But then this is actually one of my favorite pictures. This is my little niece, Nora. And, some of y'all might see me on podcast. You might see me in some of my videos. You might see me, go live here and I'm loud and I'm proud and, and you might be reading some of my emails and you're like, holy crap, this guy, like, it seems like he's yelling a lot. When I'm not yelling a lot, I'm very, very passionate dude. And I'm very, very, excited about helping people every single day. I believe we all win when we all win. And, at the end of the day, that belief doesn't leave, the left side of this screen. Right. It doesn't leave that left side of the screen. It doesn't stay on the left side of the screen. Like, it's in all aspects of my life. And, when you meet me and you meet my wife, you'll see that we're exactly what you see online. We're excited, we're fun, we're very chill people. But at the end of the day, when you hang out with us in a personal setting, you see us out personally hanging out with our family, that does not change. And you can see that with me flipping my little niece Nora over on her head there. This was we were down in Tennessee at Dollywood last year. And, it's one of those things where I'm a big believer that, I grew up very much an extrovert. I've introverted a lot over the years. And I'm a big believer that, we don't want to go out there and try to leverage the outside world for our happiness. We need to create our own world and step into it every single day. And, whether you're seeing me with Brian Tracy, Ivan Rodriguez, Robert Hershbeck from Shark Tank, you're seeing me on stage, you're seeing me on podcast, you're seeing me on TV, or you happen to stumble across me and Tiffany at a tiny house, when we're out there chilling one night in the middle of nowhere, or, you happen to stumble upon us when we're hanging out with our family, when we're hanging out, at a restaurant or whatever, what you're going to find is that energy doesn't change. And, we step into this world every single day. We create our own world. So by creating that own world and stepping into it every day, we have the opportunity to win every day on our own terms. And, regardless of what you're doing as a life coach, regardless of what you're doing as a coach, regardless of how you're trying to win every day, it all starts with you stepping into your world. All starts with you stepping into your world of awesome, your specific world that you control, and going out there and helping people, through the superpowers that you have every single day. All right. So here's what we're going to cover. Here's what we're going to cover. So we're going to be going over first your home. Like, what is it? The number one place that we want to focus on in regards to lead generation. So we went over lead generation earlier. We're also going to be going over designing your home. So how to create your home base. Like, what are the specific things that you need to create? Where do you do this? How can you make this effective? What are the effective things that you need to do to make, to make this to where you're going to be able to generate leads for your life coaching business early, often, and fast, right? And last and certainly not least, we're going to be going over what do you do to invite those people to come back, right? Like, how do you turn these people into prospects, into leads? And specifically, the designing part is great, but how do you, go one step beyond design and actually purposely every single day turn the people who are visiting your home and specifically ask them to come back? And we're going to talk about how we can do that. So this is kind of what we've been circling around throughout this entire training here. And what this is kind of the, I guess you call it the intensive, of the super online organic marketing system. This is, I guess, at a very high view, what we're looking to do here. And, in the in this system, you're seeing what we're talking about today is what's in the red. See your home base. I did my best to draw out a home plate there. Anybody who's a baseball fan, home plate, right there. But, your home is also kind of like your heartbeat. So like if your home is off, it doesn't matter how well anything in yellow is. If your home is not beating, at an optimum level, this entire thing can break, and not work. And you could be spinning your wheels around everything else, but what's going on is your home base is off. And we'll go over why that is here in a bit. But what we're going to be talking about today is building your home. And then throughout the rest of the week, we're going to talk about the bottom here, which is going to do nothing but support sending more eyeballs, more leads, more people who need your help to your home, which is going to support everything else that we do. All right. So let's rock, let's roll. So let's go over your home kind of explained. Okay. So I'm going to pull up some photos here and you're going to see as we kind of talk about, and then I'm going to pull up some more here in a second. So a lot of people, when we start talking about things like your home or, kind of what we talk about in the, in Life Coach Launch and the Super Online Organic Marketing System is a profile funnel. Now, what a profile funnel is where you can go to your profile. So we're showing Facebook profiles here. I'm going to show you, it doesn't just have to be Facebook. I think a lot of people look at Facebook as being, where you can do this, but you can do this anywhere. And we'll go over that here in a bit. But ultimately you're going to look at, James is one of our clients here in Life Coach Launch. There's my wife, Tiffany, and then you got mine. And what you can look at is you can see here some very big similarities, not only to the graphics, but how things are organized, right? So like, you can see, here, what was the big thing that I mentioned on what our goals were, right? We wanted to make sure that we let people know who we are, what we do, and how it is that we can help them. Right. So if you look at these profiles here, just at a high glance, would you tend to know, at least have an idea, right? We need to work on James with his image there a little bit, but, at least have an idea of, look at James's description, nails it. Bam. We help health coaches, look at mine, helping life coaches and healers. Tiffany, releasing trauma, mind, body, soul, get certified. You know exactly what it is, but you also know exactly where you can go. You can go and get, and go to one of Tiffany's lead magnets. You can go to one of mine and you can, and then James has his down there in the description. Right. You can also, what you'll see here is we have obviously images, and then, we have our profile images are very, very specific, right? These images actually look like us. That's a big thing. I think, it's a simple thing, but not a lot of people, pay attention to this. Like, I think a lot of people, are like, oh, well, they'll put an image up there and they'll leave it up there for 5 or 10 years, or they'll put their best image that they know they have of them so they can look their best. But then when they go out or they get seen, at a virtual workshop, at a profitable presentation, they don't look like that anymore. And it immediately is like a red flag to the people watching, because they're like, well, if they're lying to me about that, what else are they lying to me about? So, I mean, like, it's just, it really can turn into this negative thought process, this negative thought pattern with the people that see you. So we want to make sure that, we put pictures up there, I usually tell people that not no more than a year old. Right. So, that's what we definitely like to do. Now, a couple of things that I want to show you here, we're going to bring up some stuff here. So a couple of things I want to show you here. Obviously, this is Instagram, and you can kind of see, how this is my YouTube. And we're going to pull up, I believe, TikTok over. This is Tiffany's TikTok. She has a pretty awesome TikTok if you want to go check it out. We pull this up, and like I was mentioning to you, this isn't just, and we're going to, explain this a little bit deeper later on here in this presentation, but it's not just on Facebook. We use this on Instagram. We use this on YouTube. We use this on TikTok. We use this on anywhere other social platform that we want. The truth of the matter is that we want to make sure we are meeting people where they are at. There isn't oh, well, I like posting on Instagram, so I'm going to post all my stuff on Instagram, and people who need my help are just going to have to find me. You're going to be one lonely, poor person doing that. One lonely, poor life coach. Our job, part of our job, is to go and identify where people are at and where they're searching so that we can meet them where they're at. We can interrupt them on a daily basis where they're at and be their saving grace on providing the solution that they haven't been able to find yet. That's what we're looking to do here. So, ultimately, what's very, very important is we want to make sure that we're helping, meet where those people are at. A lot of people are like, I'm on Facebook right now. Yeah. but I spend very little time on Facebook. We do these presentations on Facebook. We have our group on Facebook. I post maybe once a day on Facebook. But a big part of my effort actually goes to our YouTube channel. It really goes to our YouTube channel because our YouTube channel is long-term growth, right? And we also know that a lot of coaches in general search YouTube to get help with things. It's a lot more targeted. So I know if someone watches a YouTube video, it's someone who is probably a life coach who needs our help because they search to find it, right? Again, it's not on here, but, a podcast is the same way, right? It's search-based. Whereas you get into Instagram, you get into Facebook, and you even get into TikTok, right? They're not search-based. You put up a video, it's there for a couple of hours. The people that are on get a chance to watch it, it dies off, and then you got to post a different video to do the same thing. You're constantly chasing that traffic and chasing that engagement. Whereas with something like YouTube, your podcast, it sits and it stays, right? Pinterest is the same way. It's all search-based, right? So both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. As great as YouTube is, it's a lot slower. Google's just a lot slower. It takes about 3 to 6 months to really start building steam. Whereas the great thing is with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you can put something up today and the max amount that it's usually going to get seen for the most part, most of the time is going to be today. So, once you can really understand how to use those platforms, and we talk about how to use those platforms in the super online organic marketing system and leverage those platforms to get more eyeballs on you. However, ultimately, there's advantages and disadvantages to both. We want to identify where are the people who are looking for our help. We post a lot, we publish a lot. We have the ability to. I love publishing, I love creating, I love documenting, period. So, we have these and we use them. However, at the end of the day, though, I'm not spending all day publishing, right? These are scheduled out. These don't take me a long time to do. I don't spend hours a day doing my post or doing my content at all. We batch our content once a month, and that's how we do it. But at the end of the day, really just to kind of come back to this, I want to, just kind of show you, we need to make sure that we're meeting people where they're going to look for help around the solution, around the problem that you solve. We're not going and picking our favorite social media channel. We're picking the channel that people are going to search for. Because at the end of the day, we talk about a marketing triangle in here. I have trainings in here that talk about a marketing triangle in another guide. And, the marketing triangle where, your message needs to match your marketplace, which needs to match your media. If you're not on the right media, it doesn't matter how great your marketing is. It doesn't matter, how awesome or hot your audience is. If they're not going to that media channel, if all of them are going to YouTube and, all your stuff's on Instagram and you're not even sniffing on YouTube, they can't see you. You can't be found. You're not on that platform. Right. So again, that's what we want to make. And then some of you are like, well, does it mean I got to be on every platform? No. Again, for this third time, we need to be on the platform that our people are going to. Well, how do I find that out, Sid? Well, you find that out through research, right? Where are your category kings at? Where are the people? We'll talk a lot more about this tomorrow with your Dream 100, but where are the biggest people inside your marketplace? Where are they publishing? Where are they posting? What are they doing? Eyeballs are already going there. So all you got to do is just step in, work yourself in, get seen by the people that are already going there to get the same type of help. Right. So, all right. So let's start. So you might be thinking as we're going over this, well, isn't this what a website's for? Well, yeah, but again, we got to remember that a website is kind of this blue island thing, and they usually need to be guided toward this website through somewhere. And a lot of times people are being guided toward these websites or toward these lead magnets or toward these sales funnels or wherever it might be, what we're talking about here, right? Where people can opt in to get things. Or start getting your help or fill out a form or start getting on a call with you. They're led there through things like social media. A lot of times people go online, right, to start looking for help for a problem. And a lot of times they'll do that on social media because there's communities of people that can help them. If they search how to solve a problem, is your website just going to automatically pop up on Google? If you're a small town business owner, probably not. And especially if you're in a very, very competitive market, because there's other people and bigger companies that are paying lots of money to make sure they show up at the top, right, of those pages. So, we want to make sure that we're meeting those people where they're at. Social media is a great place to do that. All right. So again, my clients aren't on social media. Yes, they are. You're not special in any way. All coaches' clients, our clients are on there. Your clients are on there. Every single coach's clients that we work with at Life Coach Launches are on there. The truth of the matter is people come to social media looking for help. It doesn't mean that they're hanging out on social media all day looking for you. But what it does mean is that when that thought or that pain, crosses their mind of what it is that they need to do, or what it is they need to get over, or what it is that they need to go to start walking towards solving that problem, right? They're going to go and start looking for help. Where do they go to start looking for help? Online, social media, places where people can help them right now. And when you're out there and it doesn't mean you have to sit there and just wait for people to come, but it means that you are going to set yourself up so that when they do come, you are the person that they find. All right. Maybe you're like, well, I don't spend any time on myself on social media. Well, I kind of answered that in the last one here. You don't have to spend all day on social media. That's not the point here. My point here is to show you how to spend a lot less time on social media. My point here is to show you how to work less, but make more. And the truth of the matter is we actually build signs. And the profile funnel here is one of those signs. We don't have to go out there and update it every day. We set it and we forget it. And we make sure that whatever it is that we're promoting next, whatever is the next profitable presentation that we're promoting, the next thing we want people to come to, right? We are just simply promoting that. That's it. And then if we're promoting that, we're just consistently building a mountain of eyeballs and then capturing those eyeballs that want to stay and they want to hang around. We'll talk about that later on in this presentation, right? So designing your home, on Facebook, I kind of wanted to break that down because that's a big one, and there is a lot of things that we can do here. And I want to make sure that, I go over all of them in a little bit more detail. Okay. So we're going to be talking about, we talked about, earlier, what is this, how can it help you? Kind of broke it down a little bit, kind of like at a mass level. Let's break down specifically Facebook here and what you can do on Facebook. Then we're going to, break down some other stuff as well. So if you look here at Facebook, right over here, I got some of the bigger images. You're going to notice that, that here, the big image over here, that here is my profile funnel. That's my profile. If you go to my personal profile, you go to Sid Clevenger, that's what you're going to see. This is not a business profile. This is not a fan page. This is Sid Clevenger's personal profile. Why is that, Sid? Well, that's because my Facebook was originally created as a personal social media platform, not a business platform. I'm not saying you don't make a lot of money with business, but when it comes to wanting to reach out to people, and not use advertising to do so, we do so with our personal profiles because they get more reach. They get seen by more people just naturally based on Facebook and how Facebook works, right? So we want to set up our personal profiles that are going to get seen as that, right? All right. So, you can kind of see, you saw everything there. And I want to go over a couple of things here that we talked about. And so you can kind of see visuals. Obviously there at the top, you can see, I have a, what we call a cover image. Where it says helping life coaches make their first or their next 100K. And then below that image there, you're going to see where they can click, it says click here. Now, obviously that cover image, there's no button there, but what it does is when you click on that, it's going to, want to open that image and make it bigger. And then obviously over here on the right, you're going to see what happens after they open that. They're going to get a sales letter that I wrote, or, basically a message that I wrote that is inviting them to do what? Get the thing that I'm promoting in my cover image. So once they click on that there and they get the thing, what happens? I have their email. I can communicate with them on purpose now, and I've caught them, right? They're on my list and I can invite them to my group, this group here. I can, invite them to the next profitable presentation, but, I've added them to my list and now they're a lead, right? And I've generated a lead. Okay. The cool thing is we can also do this with our, profile, right? Image. So you can look over here on the left-hand side and see my profile image. So when you click on that, it just wants to get bigger. We're actually inviting people to the group over here. Okay. A couple other things that you'll want to build out here. Obviously your description, you can see your, next over here to my profile image, the dark image here on the left. In the middle of the small images here, you're going to see kind of my whole description here. So we have under here, you kind of have a written description. Yes, there's only so many characters you can use. But we also always like putting a link there because people can click on that link. This is the same thing that I'm promoting up here in my in my cover image, what people can see. Okay. Below that, you're going to see where people can go and they can check out other profile funnels that I've created. My profile funnel on Instagram, my profile funnel on, on YouTube or on TikTok, right? But you're also going to see, I'm promoting the same thing at the top that I'm promoting up top, right? My lead magnets. So again, this is just letting people know who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and where to go to start getting my help. And we're giving them the opportunity. And, every day, think about how many people visit your profile. Maybe you're in Facebook groups, maybe you're posting, maybe whatever it is, but every day, you might be getting 10, 20, 50, 100 people that are visiting your personal profile, we want to take advantage of those eyeballs, and we want to turn those eyeballs into leads so that we can start reaching out to those leads and start helping those leads and ultimately turn those leads into paying clients for our life coaching business. Okay. So, and last and certainly not least, this is powerful. The last small image here on the right, which is, right here in the middle of the, right here in the middle, we want to make sure that we are adding a pinned post, right, to our personal profiles. This is huge. This is actually an ad video that I use. Like, we run paid traffic at this video every few weeks. And, but one of the great thing is my profile funnel is so powerful that, I put it as a pinned post here, because as you can see, just in a matter of a few days, it's already gotten 74 views on it in just a few days. You see that it's only been a couple of weeks now. And again, Facebook organically, when you post a video, doesn't get a lot of views, but because this is pinned, it stays at the top of my profile, and it's a purposeful ad video that I can showcase on my personal profile when people visit it. So not only now when they visit, I'm letting them know what I do with my cover image banner. Think of like a billboard. That's literally like a billboard, right? And then they're also going to see, this is who I am. This is what I do. Here's where you can go check out more stuff if you're interested in taking a chance further. And then last and certainly not least, they're going to scroll down, and where are they going to see? They're going to see a video that you put together that's telling them where to go if they want more of your help. You've literally created a billboard of people who come to you every single day organically. That means they didn't pay an ad to get there, through you being in Facebook groups, through you just simply being on Facebook, through you commenting and engaging on other people's stuff. People are going to see you. They're going to want to visit your profile, and this is what they're going to see. And it's not just Facebook. This is just the Facebook example, right? We want to make sure your cover photo, your profile photo, all that stuff matches, but we're letting people know who it is that you are and where to go. My profile funnel, my profile funnel, that's what it's called. My profile image is just an updated image of me. Obviously, I want it to look like me. I've decorated mine a little bit, but I mean, you can look at Tiffany's that we showed before. It's just an updated image, but when you see her, it makes sense. It looks like her. You would recognize her, right? And last and certainly not least, you have your pinned post and your leave behinds. I talked about your leave behinds in your pinned post. Actually, the first comment, or the comment that you see, the one comment on there, that comment is doing what? Driving people right back to what I'm promoting up here at the cover image. Everything is promoting the same thing, but we have multiple spots at the top of our profile that can help create a billboard to let people know who it is that we are, what it is that we do, and how it is that we can help people that come to visit that. And we want to make sure that we build that out. And and we can do this through using free tools like Canva. We can use things like Fiverr and have people build this, help us build this stuff out, or build these assets for like $5. We don't need to make this a big deal. We can get this built in a matter of a couple hours, and it's super vital because these are clients that you're going to be signing up here in the next few weeks, and traffic that you're missing out on as a life coach, which ultimately is money that you're missing out on as a life coach at the end of the day. All right. So your home in action, kind of want to show you again some of the, different ones here that we're using. We talked a lot about this here before, but you're kind of seeing, I wanted to show you my Instagram again, then we're going to show Tiff's TikTok here. Again, we talked about James's, and we talked about like all this stuff and being used, but again, look at these profile funnels here, right? When it comes to Facebook over here on the left-hand side, all these look very, very similar, right? Just different links in different colors. That's it. But they're all doing the exact same thing. And they're all working very, very well. But then some of you might say, well, Facebook's not my thing. Okay, well, you can do this on Instagram. Yeah, you don't have a cover image, but you have a great description. You can put a link there. The great thing about Instagram that you can do in your profile funnel is you can add these buttons down here, which are called highlighted stories. And then through those highlighted stories, you can put videos within those highlighted stories that are just cut up into 15-second segments, and they all tie together. And I could literally take that exact same pinned post that I have on my Facebook, and I could break it up into 15-second bits and put it into my highlighted stories, and then promote people through highlighted stories, right? To wherever I want them to go. I could say link in bio, or I don't know if you can do swipe up under 10,000 anymore or not. You might be able to do that. They took down the 10,000 thing. I just don't know if you have to do that. So anyway, I mean, that's how you can build your profile out in Instagram, but it's very, very similar. It's the same picture, right? Pretty much the exact same description, link. And then we're just driving people to these specific highlighted stories of what we're talking about in those highlighted stories. Again, adding people to our list. YouTube's the same way. When you go to YouTube, that's what it was on my phone. But when you go to YouTube, like on desktop, you'll see that there's going to be a button over here on the bottom right-hand side where you can do what? Get our guide. Same thing. What am I doing on YouTube at the end of every single video? What am I doing throughout my videos? Promoting what? The guide. So everything around my YouTube is all around taking your first step to getting started with us, which is getting your, 100K life coach launch guide, which all of you all have access to. We have we have our quick start. We have our startup pack, our 100K life coach startup pack guide, which is our 5 videos over there helping you get started. You get your 100K life coach launch guide with that, and you kind of work through that training with that guide. And then obviously as well, you have that free guide that you get with this training and the training yesterday, and they're in the comments and stuff like that, where you can grab them. As well as I believe they're also in the event. So like you can go to the event, there's the link in there, and then you can grab that. But I'll make sure to put it in the comments down here below so you can grab that, after we're done here. And of course, TikTok, Tiffany got on the TikTok train a lot earlier than I did. I've been on the TikTok train for like 60 days. I really like what it is. My TikTok though is just getting started. So I'm still, me and Tiffany are working on it. Tiffany is really, really good at TikTok. And as you can see, Tiffany's been doing it for a couple of years now. She actually took like a year break. She just got started back with it a couple months ago. But you can see look at that. She's gotten millions and millions of views on these videos, millions. She has made multiple 5 figures that we've just been able to identify and count, and measure through organic TikTok efforts. And, you can see she has, I think she just crossed the 50,000 mark, or she's about to. But the likes alone, are pushing 500,000. So, I'm confident in the millions and millions of views. And again, these are eyeballs, and this is TikTok, and these are 15 to 30-second videos that she's creating. And the cool part is look at the description. She has her photo, right? Similar photo. It's not the exact same photo. She, but then down there below, she has a link, specific link that you can click on to go to where, or the next thing that she's promoting. She has the description. All that's there. She has her Instagram, you can put your Instagram up there. I think you can also put your YouTube up there as well. And all that. So you can promote other channels that are also other profile funnels, right? Similar to what we were doing on Facebook, right? So, it's all the same. It literally is. It's all very, very similar. You just got to look at, okay, I need to build my profile funnel. How am I going to take this social media at, what it was providing me, and how am I going to build it? But here's the thing. We choose this social media, right, based on where our clients are going. Again, not based on what we enjoy publishing on the most. If no one's on Facebook and everybody's on TikTok, and I'm not posting on TikTok, it doesn't matter, because all my amazing stuff that I might be posting or might be publishing or might be promoting is falling on deaf ears because there's no one here. Right. So again, this is kind of showing you this and this stuff working. However, I wanted to show you that, obviously, again, just reiterate, it is not just for Facebook. All right. So again, designing your home base, we want to, make sure that we use and we leverage our personal profiles online so we can display who it is that we are, typo, why, what it is that we do, and how it is that we can help, whoever visits that personal profile. Right. So again, this is kind of your home base. Again, it's the center heartbeat. What we talked about was building that home base in a way to where now that you can see, right, oh, when people come to my home base, they're going to know who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and there's going to be a link, and where these links can be displayed for them to click on it, to where they can go learn more, go opt in, go get on my list, go join my group, go get on a call, go get whatever, right, go get my book, whatever it might be. And we'll talk more about the different types and the best types of things to promote on your profile funnel here in a second. But ultimately, like that is maybe coming a little bit more clear for you right now, right? So again, and what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, here at the bottom, is how we support and get more eyeballs to come up and look at our profile funnel. Okay. So, again, your dream awaits. We want to, again, let me get through here. There we go. So you might be thinking, right, well, maybe I just started. I don't know anybody. Nobody knows me. I don't know, no one's on my social media. It's just old high school friends. I don't know what, I'm not connected with anybody who I can help. Well, we all just started. And the truth is there's a beauty in just starting, right? Right. There's a good chance that a lot of the people that, we actually talk about this as a cash campaign over at Life Coach Launch. There's a good chance a lot of people that, there's a good chance some of them might need your help. So what we want to do is we want to start going ahead and letting people know what it is that we do. And we want to start planning a date for our profitable presentations. And we want to start putting on profitable presentations that can actually help people. And the truth of the matter is you might be connected to a few people that can already use to get your help. And then you can take the money or take the investment that you're able to get off through that cash campaign and invest it to grow your business pretty quickly, right? But it doesn't matter if you've just started. Just starting is actually a blessing and an opportunity because no one knows what it is that you've done yet. So you're able to, create an awesome, awesome promotion. You're able to promote people to a new thing. You're able to get eyeballs on you at the very start. So again, I don't, maybe you're thinking, I don't know anyone, and no one, again, no one's on here, whatever it might be. Again, that doesn't matter, right? What matters here is that you're going out there and you're helping people every single day. And when you're helping people every single day with your profile funnel, you're setting up this banner, again, you're thinking, well, there's no one on social media. Okay. Well, people come to social media to get help every single day. And they're looking at your profile today, right now, right? Today, there are people that are visiting your profile. There's probably a good chance of people that are visiting your profile from groups that you're in, from people who have seen your post and don't really know you that well, but want to check you, check out what it is that you do and stuff like that, and check out your profile. And you are missing those eyeballs on them understanding exactly what it is that you do, how it is that you can help them, and where they can go to start getting that help. And you're probably missing out on leads right now because it's not created, right? And maybe you're thinking, well, I don't know how to promote myself. Well, we're going to be talking about that, right, throughout the rest of the week. All right. So again, all right. So, here's this, here we go. So let's now go into, and, here's this, we talked about, this just again, but, now let's go into inviting visitors to come to your home to hang out again. Okay. So we've talked about what this is. We talked about how to create it, how to design it. Now let's talk about inviting people to write more stuff over and over again. Okay. So ultimately, we talked about, if you go back here, we talked about this thing, our lead magnet up above this, our home or our profile funnels, right? We talk about this lead magnet. Now, what we're doing is this lead magnet is ultimately driving them to where we can help them. This lead magnet can be a Facebook group. This lead magnet can be, it can be what we're promoting right now, like a guide, which is a 22-page guide, showing our 3-step system. It can be a video that you take them to. It can be a funnel. It can be a case study. It can be a phone call. It can be a Facebook group. We do notice that Facebook groups work really, really well because communities, it doesn't seem like it's one-on-one, and, especially like, strangers meeting one-on-one, So we found that Facebook communities work really well. And a lot of what we promote on our profile funnels just dovetail right back into our Facebook community. Dovetail means that we're, ending up right back, to the Facebook community. We're just wanting them to get something so they can get started on. Just like, right now we're promoting the 100K Life Coach Launch Guide. We want to give them the system so they can get started on it and then join the group later on so that everything kind of makes sense. All right. So again, lead magnet, Facebook group. Now, what, your lead magnet is going to be, it's like, again, this would be a guide. This could be a book. This could be a call. This could be, a video, a mini course, any type of like free information that you can give away. And then you just kind of have it bundled up to where they give you their email. And then once they give you their email, you just send them that information. And then you have them on your list to continue promoting things to them. Also a profitable presentation. We have a lot of our coaches find a lot of great success. We found great success promoting, workshops and presentations that are coming up that we're running every week. And kind of building that momentum. And we might be driving them to a group for that presentation, but ultimately we're promoting a live presentation that's coming up within the next week. And we want to make sure that, we're promoting that each and every week and helping people every single day, or every single week, with solving their problem. So, all right. And last and certainly not least, you can always do a phone call. I think if you're just getting started as a life coach and maybe you don't have an offer yet, or maybe you're a little confused on like, well, how do I actually help people? You can always hop on the phone and do a one-on-one call. I would highly advise that, after you do these and maybe you sign up some clients, you look at maybe designing, some different business models within your life coaching business that is going to help you work with more people, make more money and deliver more impact. But at the end of the day, you want to build your life coaching business to what fits you. And if you want to hop on phone calls with people every day, I'm not going to tell you can't, because you can sign up a lot of people doing one-on-one calls, and you can definitely set up calls using this method. I've seen lots of my friends do it. We've always used either a group or a lead magnet or a profitable presentation, although I do have friends that do phone calls and it works very well. So if, maybe you're just getting started, you don't really have, any assets, have a sales funnel, you have a website. It's like, look, I can help you with X. You can schedule a phone call with me. That is definitely something that you can do. So what we're going to do is once, of course, like, as you can see with ours and with our Instagram, and I think we're going to pull Tiffany's TikTok up, we're always taking them to lead magnets. Right. So I'm taking them to a resources page here. I'm taking them to my 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, and then Tiffany's taking them to a training. Ultimately, though, right, like you can see what we're doing. We're taking them to profitable presentations, all these lead to our groups, and then of course, lead magnets. We don't do phone calls. Again, I explained why, but again, like that's a really, really, you can kind of see ourselves, doing this. Now, what does this do? When people opt into a lead magnet, get into a group, register to come to a presentation, we have their information. That means we can purposely communicate with them now. We don't have to hope that they come by our profile. We don't have to hope that they see a post, right? We can purposely send them an email. That email can get delivered. They can get notified on the little phone, and then it can say, hey, XYZ, I'm about to do this. I'm about to, run a workshop. I'm about to, do this video in my group, or I just did this video in my group, or, hey, I just created this lead magnet, or, hey, I just came out with this new thingy and I want you to check it out. We can purposely communicate with them. And as we build that mountain over and over and over again, more eyeballs are looking more at our stuff, and we're getting more people that are asking to get our help. Okay. That's ultimately what we're looking to do here. So, again, you can kind of see when you click on, those links that we're promoting in our profile funnels, you'll see here that, here's where, the guide is. Some of you all probably have this guide. If you don't have this guide, you can go grab this. It takes you to this exact same page. And you can go grab this guide. And this guide is actually going to give you the 3-step selling system that we use here at Life Coach Launch, that we show our clients here at Life Coach Launch, in regards to, making their first or their next, getting on their journey to making their first or their next 100K as life coaches. But, you can go grab that over there, that guide over there, 100% free. You can go grab it in the guide. You can also grab it in the Start Here post, which should be just a couple videos down here below this one. And then also to the right on Instagram, we do have a resources page. This is a very powerful page, just because we have all of our lead magnets. I think we actually added a couple of buttons the other day to this. But what it is as you can see, it has our guide, it has our podcast, it has all these pages where they can opt in to get information. So we just give all of it there, because this here is, letting people, get the information the way they want it. But we're also just so that, either or is fine. Sometimes we like rotating it. So like, depending on what we're promoting next, we'll have the lead magnet that matches. So like if we're promoting a presentation around, our, niches that are in the riches workshop that we're running in a few weeks, I might have the lead magnet, which is my, 10 winningest life coaching niches, right? Because that lead magnet talks about niches, which then tees them up for the niches that are in the riches, right? So like I'm then just rotating my profile funnel to act as an ad toward what's ever being promoted next. Or we can put up resources, which is just going to have everything. Either or work, really choosing again which one you want to do for yourself. I personally like rotating. Instagram, we like giving all of them because we don't have the banner. So we just give all of them away. TikTok, same thing. But, again, on Facebook, I like to rotate it because it is a, pretty big assets that we can use. And we use it very much like as a billboard, and very much as a billboard, and people look at that and view it as a billboard. And once they view it as a billboard, they, they go in and they know who it is that we are, what it is that we do, and of course, how it is that we can help them. So some of y'all might be thinking these 3 things. I get told this all the time on social media. Weirdos reach out to me on social media. There's weirdos that are going to reach out to you in the world. I'm not going to sit here and like shame on anybody, because I don't do that. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore though. Like me and Tiffany were out yesterday eating, and, you go out to the real world and, you're going to see people like, yelling and hooting and hollering and doing crazy things and get, the thing is the weirdos are not just on social media. The weirdos are not just online. The weirdos are everywhere. And what did we talk about earlier in this presentation? You build your own world and you step into that own world. You choose. If they reach out to you, guess what? You get to block them. If you saw the hundreds of people I got blocked on Facebook, whoo, right? You get to block those weirdos. You don't have to engage with them, but you need to be available for the ones that aren't the weirdos, right? You need to be available for the ones that need our help. And this is allowing us to do that. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want people knowing that I don't know, reaching out to me. Do you have friends? Like you once upon a time didn't know your current friends? Like, there's always going to be situations where, you're going to reach out to people. I actually think that, whether you're introverted or extroverted, online is actually an easier place because it's silent, right? I mean, it's all text. To me, it's easier because you're not face to face. The emotion, in my opinion, is lowered. Obviously you can video call, you can phone call and stuff like that. But I mean, initially when you're first reaching out to people, a lot of times it's through text, and, text doesn't bite. It doesn't yell, and at the end, if you don't like the text, again, you can just block people, again, you don't want people reaching out to you. You're a coach, and your job out there as a business owner, and part of your job is to go out there and be seen, demonstrate every single day how you can help people by actually helping people. And what we want to make sure that we do is that we're out there doing that every single day. And if you don't want people to see you, then,
that's a problem. Because, you know, if you don't want people to see you and people can't see you demonstrate how you can help people, then how are you going to be able to show people how you can help them, and how are people going to ever trust you that you can be able to help them? You know, and you're going to say, well, my friends on social media don't need my help. Well, again, we're using social media as a tool to help us grow our life coaching business. So since we're using it as a tool, part of the way we use this as a tool is to leverage it. I do not look at my friends list as my old high school buddies. My friends list is nothing more than a list of prospects who look and watch my stuff and demonstrate to me that they want to help me. Every single day I go out and I communicate to that list through Facebook, through a written post, through a video, like I'm doing right now, right? Possibly through a photo. And I go out there and I communicate with those people who are on that list around X topics. Usually those topics have something to do with either personal development, coaching in general, business. And then we take the people that engage with that stuff and they just keep coming back to our profile funnels and getting opportunities to start right on their journey to what it is that we help people with, making their first or their next 100K as life coaches and healers. And every single day, I should have taken this screenshot. I promised to do it this week. Every single day, right, we're getting a slow drip. You can just see it of our profile, a slow drip of leads that are coming through our profile. It's like maybe 2, 3 a day. So, I mean, I'm not talking about millions and millions a day here, but every single day, 2 or 3, you know, and then like at the end of month 1, we had 90 new prospects, 90, it was like 93, you know, at the end of month 2, we had like 110, and it just slowly goes up, you know, end of month 3, you know, we had just gotten up to like 2 a day or 3 a day. I can't remember, but you know, like it's literally just slowly creeping up. And these are leads that are getting added to our list. These are people that we're reaching out to. These are people that we're helping, serving every single day. And these are people that are coming to our profitable presentations. And in some cases, these are people that signed up with us because they initially met us through our profile funnels, right? So, you know, that's it. So anyway, we've been talking about this all week. You all get a free guide to help us work through here. In this guide, you know, you're going to see on day 2, we talk about the profile funnel, talk about your home base. We talk about building your home base. We have the 4 things that we talked about here on building that out.
Are you a life coach who's looking to generate more leads online so that you can sign up more customers and ultimately make more money? Well, then I have a free gift for you called Lead Gen for Life Coaches, and you can grab your free copy of Lead Gen for Life Coaches down here below. In Lead Gen for Life Coaches, what we're going to be showing you is this exact system that we're going over here, and specifically walking you through this system so that you can start generating higher quality and more leads for your life coaching business here really, really soon. So make sure to click on that link down there below. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by choosing to click that link down there below and grabbing your free copy of this guide, Lead Gen for Life Coaches, the quick start guide, where you are going to be able to build your lead generation system online so you can generate more and higher quality leads than ever before for your life coaching business, on the way to having a 10K payday for your life coaching business here very, very soon. Make sure to click that button down there in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.